This one's gonna be really, really easy because there's only 4 screws and there's a lot less sealant removing.
You jinxed it.
Yeah, famous last words. All right, so this being an Argosy has a steel end cap. This is actually steel rather than aluminum. The 70s Airstreams would have had an aluminum end cap. Right now I'm just clearing out what I can get from the 4 screws so that I can get the screwdriver in here without stripping them. All right, first one came out successfully. The second one is spinning, so that's good news. Stripping a screw right now takes a 5-second job and makes it into a 5-minute job. So happy they're turning.
There's a ball of fire in the sky, Andrew.
I don't know what that is. It's burning my back.
We haven't seen sun in like a couple of days.
It's been very, very intermittent, seconds at a time.
Birds are chirping, sun is shining, mosquitoes are biting. It's almost warm. It's about 65. That's being generous.
Mosquitoes are biting.
Well,
Being barefoot up here to not damage things, and then it just leaves me exposed. All right, victory on the screws. That's the 4th one. Trying to get the knife under it so it takes it all versus just breaking the contact. Oh, that was quick and easy. Means there wasn't much holding. Oh, yuck. All right. Looks like we got more screws here. They're turning. It's the good news. All right, this is very brittle. Like just touching the edge of it, the pieces come off. Looks like this is the fan. It's like chalk.
No, please stop.
Okay. These screws appear to be bedded in silicone or something similar. I think I figured out how this is supposed to work and then why it was leaking. So this is the top of the fan, and water won't go down through and into the bathroom if this is all intact, because the water sheds off of here and then it drains out the back. There's little slots here. So the water should be draining off the body of the trailer if it were to get inside this fan housing. But with this thing falling apart like this, the water was just soaking through it. Moment of truth, does this loosen? Yes, it does. Comes right up. Yep, just kind of damp. Made in Sweden.
So the directions say we need 6 1/4 diameter.
So that'll be this size dropping in, or could you grab me that white tube from the box?
Sure.
This is the hole, size hole we need in the body. So basically this goes down through the space in the between the inside and the outside of the body, so we're gonna need to cut it down, but ultimately this is the size that we need
That hole to be.
that hole to be.
So hand me back the fan?
Okay.
Just the fan.
It's almost an inch all the way around.
So we've never had to cut
Steel,
the steel on any of our Argosies historically.
not in the end caps, no. Get in there, but 1/8 of an inch at a time. Got a small problem here, something I didn't expect. There's a piece of cast aluminum that was riveted, 2 rivets hold it in place, into the ceiling here. I assume to support the squeezing together of the fan inside piece and outside piece.
I feel like we need that, don't we?
What's that?
Or is that because the new fan will have all that structure
The
in
new
it?
fan should have all that structure. All right, I've got a cast aluminum flange inside. This is steel, this is aluminum, and it goes through, and this is the inside ceiling supported by it. And I've got to cut through this because I need a wider hole than this allows. I'm gonna figure out what structure I need to add back. I assume it's gonna come from the plastic collar that's gonna slide through when we're done, but it's a little bit experimental as we go here. Hold my breath for the last minute there, hoping the blade was gonna make it. I don't know what I paid for that little guy, but he just earned his dinner. Yep, cast aluminum. Moment of truth is here. That goes through. That's great news. Respect for any damaged wires here.
That was really like stressful for me.
So we kind of got lucky. These are the only wires that come in there.
No, I'm talking about cutting a hole in my baby.
Oh, that, yes. No, I understand. I understand. Me too. I didn't want to mess it up. It looks like we're on the right track though. You can actually see if you come in from a different angle, the cut, you can actually see that the insulation was cut by the saw like an inch below. I've pulled the wires up. They were actually lowered down and weren't touched by the saw blade. So those are the only that could have been affected, and they weren't.
That's terrifying.
It is. I don't know if it's the right size.
I mean, it's working. Let's just go carefully. Yikes.
There's a tool for cutting drywall that works like this that I don't have, but this drill bit seems to simulate it pretty well. A little bit of final trim, but it's close.
Wow.
Yep, I think it's close. Okay, so let's see if that drops through now. That's the idea. Okay. What are you thinking about this little rusty bit here?
I think that we should wire brush and sand a little bit.
You have to be sure to clean off your tire cover because I've been wiping metal down there that could make rust dots on it when it rains.
Okay, so you've sanded and you've wire brushed.
Wire brushed, sandpapered.
Now we're gonna hit it with some solvent. And I'm thinking of just priming it, and then we're gonna do the inside of the ring black because I need to paint the end caps on this.
Yep, the
anyway.
black, if that's what we got handy, that's fine. Just to get some paint on it.
Right.
Think you can get it opened up?
Paint chunks. Well, I guess it doesn't really matter, but
Covered is better than anything. We'll come back and actually paint this.
yeah. I need a new tip.
Yeah, it's good enough for now.
I have no idea what it's dripping on down inside, so I need to stop.
All right.
The instructions on the primer. I can paint it immediately, or I have to wait 48 hours. I don't want to wait 48 hours because the weather is supposed to get cold again. I mean, it's not particularly warm, but it's not 55 and raining and 40 at night. So take advantage of this one beautiful day. Okay,
Let me just get straight under it to adjust it.
is that straight?
I think that's straight. Have you been able to start a screw? Nicely done.
think it's got a dry plug. It doesn't want to come out. Okay, I got them all. We've cleared some space inside Dreamboat's cabin by installing this. Then the other day we installed that. It took heavy modification, but Andrew was able to cut through the steel end cap and then the aluminum underneath to actually make it fit. So I think we got lucky. I'd call that a win. I'm also really excited that it has a light on the inside. I'm not sure I'm gonna have the time to wire that up as we lose the light this afternoon.
All right, on day one, we got the top side of this fully sealed. It's now day 2, and I've just got to come back and wire up the fan, and then this is actually a light ring that goes around the inside. The good news is I've got a little bit of room to work with here. I've got to clean up this hole a little bit. I basically made it with a drill bit from the top side, chasing my way around the hole that I cut on the top side. It's a little rough on the inside, and I'm going to clean that up, and then I'm going to put this light on. This is not really the right tool for this job, but it's what I have, and I'm going to be able to make it work here. This drill bit in my hand here is a normal drill bit. The one in the chuck is the one I'm using to cut this ABS. It's more of a fluted bit. I'm honestly not entirely sure what it's called, but it works really well to cut a line along the ABS if you just spin it and move very slow and careful. I actually need help. I can't hold all 3 and then open the Sharpie.
Sure. So all the white ones went to one Wago.
Yep.
And all of the black or
Purple
in this case.
Yep. It's the purple circuit in here.
Went to the other Wago.
Yep. Now we could check this now to see if it works before we finish the inside flange.
Let's do that.
All right, please turn on the power switch. Ooh, look at that. LED works. Nice.
And the fan?
Fan works. All right, power switch off. Thank you.
Sure. If you've made it this far, thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, and click that notification bell. It really helps our channel.